the fourth video of 6th chapter. With this, we are completing this chapter. Zero profits in long run. So, free entry and free exit are forces that push the market price in a perfectly competitive industry toward the long run, toward the minimum ATC. Long run minimum ATC. Okay. We know how it is. So, let me draw the graph for you. So we have average total curve like this. It's pronounced in a U shape. In the long run, the average total cost curve is pronounced in a U shape. And this is the marginal cost curve, which is the MC. It's a part of MC, and this will be dotted. Okay, sorry. This will be dotted. That is the marginal cost curve below the ATC will be dotted because it is not below the ATC. In the long run, they won't supply, they won't produce, they won't stand that type of unprofitability. In the short run, between AVC and ATC, they will definitely, even if there is a loss, they will produce. But in the long run, ATC and AVC, in the short run, but in the long run, if it's below ATC, then there will be no production. So this is a part of marginal cost curve. So this is the marginal cost curve, which is the long run supply curve, and this is the ATC. Okay. So here, the price will be in this part. Sorry, it will be in the minimal ATC. The price is set in the minimal ATC. Okay. So here the industry's long run supply curve is horizontal at the long run minimal ATC curve. This is the minimal part of ATC curve, and here we can see the long run supply curve is horizontal. Price always returns to minimum ATC, and because ATC does not change, price always remains the same in long run. Because long run industry outputs are absorbed by firm entry and firm exit, causing long run quantity to change while equilibrium price remains same. So next, so these three graphs are really important. So here, so how the prices are controlled. So first, here we can see the supply curve is same, but the demand curve is shifted to rightwards. That is, demand increased from D1 to D2. When the demand increase, price will also increase from P1 to P2. First the price was here, the supply curve and demand curve intersects here, but with the new demand curve, D2 is intersecting supply curve here. So the price also increased. That is a temporary rise. Okay. Actually, here a temporary rise happens when the demand shifts. A temporary rise happens. Seeing this, everyone will enter this business. Everyone will enter. Say this is the skincare market or skincare industry. Everyone will enter. All the production units will enter to the skincare industry. Thus, the supply curve, as there is so much of production, supply curve shifts from S1 to S2. Thus, again the price, which was in P2, decreases to P1. With more supply, the price will decrease, because there is more products in the market that to be sold out, and so they will decrease the price as to get others purchase these things, right? So again, as the supply shifts to S2, the price decreases to P1. So as entry continues, supply eventually reaches S2 and price falls back to the long run minimal ATC. This is where the ATC is. Okay. Here it is drawn. So this is the ATC, and from D1 shifted to D2. It let the firm entry. The supply one S1 shifted to S2. Thus, again the price comes back to P1 in the minimal ATC. If we connect the two long run equilibria, we have market long run supply curve which is horizontal at P1. Okay. So here we get this thing as horizontal. This is the long run supply curve. Here it is horizontal. Okay. Earlier here the ATC curve was slightly horizontal because of the constant returns to scale. And here when we connect both the supply curves of the long run, we'll get the market long run supply curve. This is the market long run supply curve will be horizontal. So yeah. So next, so here we see in the long run price is equal to minimum of ATC because of entry and exit. So that graph will help you, or you just look for that graph. Because identical firms stand ready to enter or exit the industry in long run, as much quantity as necessary can be produced at the minimum ATC. Second long run outcome achieved with free entry and free exit is that firms in a perfectly competitive market earn zero economic profits in equilibrium. Okay. Economic profit means we have discussed that accounting profit and accounting profit and economic profit. Accounting profit is the difference between total revenue and explicit cost, whereas economic profit is the difference between total revenue and explicit plus implicit cost. Explicit cost is the expenditure of inline line items, the machinery, workers, wage of workers and all. Implicit cost is the time of the seller or the opportunity cost of time that is sacrificed in order to run a firm. So yeah. So here in second long run outcome achieved with free entry and free exit is that firms in a perfectly competitive market earn zero economic profits in equilibrium. Economic profits serve as an important signal as to whether firms are better off in the industry or in some other industry. If economic profits are negative, exit occurs until these profits rise to zero. If economic profits are positive, then the entry occurs until economic profits fall to zero. It is really important. Okay. Economic profit, because if you have a production unit for cakes and you see the market demand for cakes is, there is no demand for cakes, then you can shift that is, or let's say you have just 1 lakh profit from cakes in a year, then you can shift to the production of, let's say, jalebis. If that is giving you 15 lakh or 10 lakh, let's say 10 lakh, okay, 10 lakh profit in a year. So the opportunity cost of producing cakes is 15 lakhs, right? Because if you produce with that machinery and with that time you step into the production of jalebis, you will earn 15 lakhs a year or 10 lakhs a year. So that is the opportunity cost of producing cakes. So if you have more of so you will be so that is why we are counting here economic profits, because economic profits is the difference between total cost and total revenue and implicit plus explicit cost. Firms are identical and can hire inputs at a constant cost. When firms are not identical in terms of their cost structure, we find results that diverge from zero economic profit conclusion. Low cost firms can earn positive economic profits in long run equilibrium. Okay. So that's it with the 6th chapter. We are done here, and next class we'll be starting with the 7th chapter, perfect competition and the invisible hand. So by then, till then, happy learning.